Hi, I'm Aileen, and I'm so glad you could join me. Today I'm going to take you through a class that just uses your body weight to help you get stronger. You're going to need a water bottle handy to stay hydrated, of course a sturdy chair, and if you noticed I put my chair on a mat to keep it a little bit more stable on my ground. Let's get going. Start off with your legs about shoulder width apart and wiggle so that your hips are firmly planted on that chair. Let's start with a nice deep breath in, all the way up. Release those shoulders down and then roll them through the back. One more time, take a deep breath in, all the way up, fill those lungs, exhale the air, roll your shoulders, and then just keep rolling your shoulders. And as you do that, can you feel your chest open up? Feel that back nice and strong. Give me a few more. Open up the chest, then start to make the movement a little bit bigger, using the elbows to warm up the shoulders. Think of a nice big pull across the chest and to the back. Hands are going to go right to the hips or on the chairs. Start with a heel dig. Heel dig, forward and back. Just like that, heel dig. Now, think of this as an extension of your legs. As you reach the heel out, think of sitting taller in the chair. All the way forward, all the way back. Few more. All the way out, all the way back, just like that. Then step tap to the right side. Step tap. Add some arms if you're comfortable, just an open close. Feel the ground, feel the hips open and close. Remember, when you're doing any work in the chair at all, think of growing your spine. Very important to have great posture at all times. Sometimes when we get lost in a certain exercise, we forget about posture, so I'll remind you. Keep going. Nice tap. Then center it. Watch my feet. Bounce, bounce, bounce on the toes. Then if you can, bounce on your heels if it's possible. This is going to flex your foot. It does take a little bit of body control here. If not, just keep bouncing your toes. Toes, toes, toes. Now the heels. Press the heels. Then heel dig left to right, a little bit faster. Now, add some arms if you can. Think of opposite hand to toe, reaching out. Take a deep breath in. Just getting started. One more set, just like that. Press it out, reach, press the heels, press the toes. Then if you can, turn the body and go over the rainbows. These are small over the rainbows. Step tap to the left. Add the arms if you can. We went right into it. We're gonna do some isolation stretches to get that body nice and prepped. Give me a few more, but let's change the arms to a biceps curl. Step tap with a biceps curl. Think of pumping the hands. That will also help to warm up the fingertips. From here, open up the legs, march left. Just keep marching. Then as you're marching, place your hands on your thighs and add a little resistance. Feel it in the belly. Feel it in your back. From here, think of in and open. We'll be doing something a little bit later, like this, that adds rotation, so we want to warm those hips up. Two more. Keep your legs open, drop your left hip. Squeeze the glute for the stretch, so it's back and forward. I want you to try and lean back, squeeze the rear end, lean forward. Then if you can, as you lean forward, stretch the back heel. So tuck and stretch. Squeeze the rear end, reach with the heel. And again, you don't have to touch the ground. Go in your range of motion that's comfortable for you. From here, march it, center to the body, center to the chair, and it's a slow march. Open up those legs again. Back to that open position, adding a little bit of pressure on top. Couple more, just like that. Press down. Ooh. Last 2. Let that knee drop in. Let's do the first 2 just like we did. Squeeze the rear. Notice the body starting to go. So follow me if you can. Squeeze the rear end, squeeze the rear. Feel the stretch. Squeeze the rear. Feel the stretch. All the way through the hip, all the way through the heel. One more. Couple of arm stretches. We're ready to go. Wiggle it back. Take that right arm up. And then left arm. Notice one hand is on the chair just for a little bit more stability. Out, then reach the arm across as far as you can without letting the hips come off your chair at all. You're pretty solid. 2 more. Here's your last one. And let's set up for our first exercise. Walk the legs out to a sumo position. Remember, we did this in the warm-up, so this should be good and warm and ready to go. Focus on pressing down on the legs again, but this time raise your heels. Let's start with some calf raises. So if you can push down hard, I would encourage you to do that. If you feel like your hands are tired or your upper body's tired, just heel lift will train the ankles and the lower legs, so no worries about that. As you're lifting, think going to the big toe and second toe. You want to avoid going out to the pinkies. Strengthen the foot from the middle, up and down. So let's do a rhythm change. 3 tight at the top, 1 down. So tight, 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 then flex. That little flexion gives your lower legs a bit of a break, but it also trains the other side of the lower leg, the shin area. 4 more, just like that. Toes, 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 and flexion. 2 more. You got this. Lift to the big toe. Be aware. You're focusing on big toe, second toe. Then sumo push. Sumo. So think of your first 2 or 3 preps as getting your weight into your heels. Using your hands to help yourself up if you like. You can also push off the chair if you need to. That's perfectly acceptable, or no arms at all. Your goal is to get unweighted off the hips or weight into the legs. Feel the quads, these muscles tighten, contract, and help your body up. Give me 4 more, just like that. Press into the heels. Think, tall, posture, shoulders down. Last 2. Here it is, it's your last one. Then a knee lift on the right will lift, cross, kick, and in. Open, close, kick. So this is some of that hip rotation work we talked about. Open and close. See how far you can push your leg out. Now, if you'd like to make this a little bit more challenging and work the body just a little bit more, press on top of the leg. And you'll feel a definite change in the hip. We have 4 more, just like that. Now, if you prefer not to use the hand, you don't have to use the hand push. This is also working the upper body quite a bit and the core. Here's your last one coming up. You got this. Open and reach, walk it out right. Just easy. You want to relax the hips before we take the other side. Make sure you take a nice deep breath in. You know what to do now. Take the other side, starting with your left leg. No hand push to start. Take it in, open, and release. That kick to the front adds leg weight. So if you're ready, anytime, add the leg push or not. In, reach forward. Try and go to full extension without locking or popping the knee. Your goal is to think toe all the way out. Let's do 4 more, just like that. Now, if you're feeling fatigued already and you need a break, take the hand off or march it out and wait for me. All the way out. Here's your last one. Then we get to march it out again. Ready, left. Whew. So good for the hips. Remember, power in this area is super important. I call it power to the pelvis. Let's start with some biceps curls. Plant your leg down, open up your right, and pull. So notice the movement. Down, full extension, add resistance. So press with your other hand. Then once I hit the bottom, push the back of the arm against the leg. That's gonna add back and shoulder strength. So you can press on the wrist, you can press on the hand, anywhere below the elbow if you want the added resistance. Push on the leg. So I'm pushing two different ways. I'm not only pushing on the forearm, but I'm also pushing on the leg at the bottom of the push, right there. Let's do one more, then switch it. Very simple push. Press on the leg, resist on the up. Press on your leg, resist on the up. You heard that little grunt? That's what you want to feel. You want to work your body a little bit harder so that it gets stronger. A little bit of stress is great. We've got a few more to go. Press down and up. Press down. Last two. Oh yeah, I'm pushing hard. Center the hands together. Then let's just take the legs in and out. So in, out. This is a coordination move. As you're pushing your hands together, you're gonna feel those biceps working and the shoulders. In, out, out. In, out, out. Say it to yourself. In, out, out. One more. Then open it on up. Take it to the left and up. You know this now, so let's work it a little bit harder if you can. Resist on the up. Press down on the leg. Press on your forearm or on your hand. This is absolutely acceptable. I like the feel of the push on the forearm, but it's up to you. Only 8 on this side, then other side. Switch it. Press into the leg, resist on the up. Remember, it's up to you to work yourself as hard as you need to, or as hard as you like. Let's do 4 more, just like that. 4 more. 4. 3. 2. Then we'll do a double-double. Ready? Last one. Double-double. Hands together. Watch the push. Push, out, squeeze together. Kind of like what we did before on the in, the hand squeeze. Push on the out, squeeze on the in. Push on the out. Now, if your legs move like mine do a little bit, then rethink the kind of pressure you're putting on the inner thigh. Rethink that. We've got 2 more, you're there. Then one more set of sumos. Right here, open it on up and press. To the toes we go, put it together. Up to the toes and down. If you prefer not to use your arms at all, you want to work off the chair, that's fine. Press. I like to keep my hands on my legs. It creates guidance for the back and shoulders. Keep your shoulders nice and low, away from the ears. Press into the heels. Let's do 4 more, just like that. 4. Legs don't have to be that wide. They can be more narrow. But if you're flexible in the hips, challenge yourself with a wide leg with toes out. Here's your last one right here. And then march it out with the left. Nice, easy roll through the hips. Turn to the side of your chair and walk until you're on the corner with your legs about shoulder width apart. That's one of my sleeping boys. That's Thor. Set up into a squat. Let's do the same leg body lifts in a squat position. Make sure your toes are even, hands on the thighs. Watch your posture, push. So always do the first 2 as a practice, just to get your weight. Readjust as you need to, then press. Our goal is to stand all the way up. You have some options to help you do that. Hold on to your chair if you like, and give yourself a little help. That's perfectly fine. This kind of cheating is a great way to get you stronger. So hand on the chair or not. Give me a few more. 4, last 4. Tall posture in the middle. I'm not asking for you to do much in the middle, especially if you're going all the way up. Here's your last one. Stay right here, grab your right leg and ankle roll. Hold on to your muscle if you can. If you have weaker hands, then make this all about a leg hold. But if you can use your hands, you're gonna increase the upper body work. Then reverse it the other way. Nice big ankle rolls. Challenge the feet to get stronger. Couple more seconds, just like that. Set yourself up into a stagger position, which is one leg out in front of the other. We're doing plenty of legs today. Press it up, 2 sets right here. Tall body posture, up. Then we're adding an arm, up, hand squeeze. Press on the legs, hand squeeze. Remember the option to push on the chair to help you up. Squeeze the arms together. Hands should not be higher than your chin. And it's just a couple of seconds. Push together. Push together. Here's your last one. Stay right there. Watch the wrap. Wrap. One hand on top. Roll the shoulders. Just side to side. Roll the shoulders. Think of the top arm pushing down and the bottom arm pushing up. And you'll feel this in your rib cage and your abdominals if you're pushing hard. Couple more. Rotate it. Little figure eights, kind of. Out. Then let's end it with your feet parallel, hands together. Press your back arm against the chair. Hands together, back arm against the chair. Out and push. Keep it just like that. Hands together, squeeze, elbow push against the chair. Now you notice I'm on the side of the chair. You might be on the back of your chair or along the side. You don't want to hurt your elbow. You want to just make sure you're feeling a little pressure to strengthen the upper muscles of the back. Give me 4 more. So upper muscles of the back. This is for back strength. 2 more. Here's your last one. Hold your arms out in front. Wiggle your rear end. And then just lean back ever so slightly. Hands stay there. Think abdominals, abs in. So think of closing your ribs. That's all I want. Like someone's putting a corset on your rib cage. Corset. Corset. That's it. Just a nice, tight corset. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. We have one more set of 8. That's all you need to do. You should start to feel it in the front of your belly. Shoulders are down. And if you really need help, place your hands on your thighs for assistance. You're still working here. Last one. Extend and hold, reach out. Away from you. And then together. Remember, you can always keep your hand on your thigh. Reach open. And together. We'll have only 4 of those. Right now, we're working the sides of the body. Open the chest. And together. Here's your last one coming up. Right here. And reach. Take a deep breath in. Bring it back together. Relax your arms and walk it out with your right leg. This would be a perfect time to take a drink. If you need one, grab one. There's a slow march going on over to the other side. And literally, I'm taking a very long time to get into our next position. So if you need that drink, this is a great opportunity. Find the end of your chair. Series of squats coming up. Tall posture, check your toes. Elevate your spine. Get ready for the push, either on the chair or with your hands. Press and sit. Remember, the goal is always getting up out of your chair. So if you're already able to do that, that's amazing. That's what you should be doing. Keep lifting and sitting. The weight is in the heels of your feet. Knees stay even at all times. Very important that you don't put a lot of weight in your big toe. because that strains the knee. Got 4 more. Lift up and sit down. Hips come off the chair. Think of great posture. 2 more. You've got this. Last one. Optional grab of the leg or lift for ankle rolls. Rotate. You can keep it lower if you like. Think about making the biggest circle you possibly can. Challenge the ankle to work. Then rotate the other way. Feel the circle like you've got a pencil on the end of your big toe and you're making lines in the ground, big circles in the ground. Give me a few more. Right here, stagger it out, legs again. Up, and we'll add arms soon. Up, hands together. Press into the legs, hand push. If you find you can only think of one of those, the most important part right now is the hip raise off the chair. Full extension if you can. If you're able to go all the way up and sit, be careful to sit with control. Always sit with control, don't fall. Your goal is to focus on being powerfully light in the saddle. Reach up and pull together. Heel press. We've got 2 more, just like that. Press through the hands. 1 more time. Remember the up and overs? Right here, over, and reach. Parallel your feet if that feels more comfortable. I'm really comfortable in a stagger, but you could always parallel. This time, can you make it a little bigger? Can you go a little wider? Press. Feel like you're playing tug of war with your own body. Resist and push. Last 4. Breathe, you gotta keep breathing. Whenever the muscles are working, you gotta keep breathing. Hands to the front for the push. Push together, back elbow, right elbow. Push the hands together. Feel the power in the back. Open that chest. Every time, think about leaning, sitting upright. When you lean back, no rounding of the back. Think of a neutral back, a neutral spine. That means that it looks the same no matter what position you're in. Hands together, open the chest, push that hand against the chair. 1 more time. This time, hold your arms in front, lean back until you feel like you're in control. Extensions for the abs. We're gonna do the extensions first and hold. Only 4 of them, and then finish with the little baby ones. Open, feel the shoulder turn, and if you can eyeball or look at your hand as it moves, even better. Look for your hand. And then come on up. Squeeze them together once again. Here's your last one. Reach and extend, hands together. This time, think over the front knee. So the little baby squeezes over the front knee. Focus on the rib cage, tightening and tighten. The rib cage should feel like you're squeezing the muscles on both sides together. Now the back leg. Back leg. Let's do that twice through, because the first time gives you an idea what you're feeling. Second one, you can work a little harder. Front leg again. Front leg, like you're aiming for the front knee. Shoulders are down, and in your mind you're thinking, close your rib cage and maybe exhale, because that will help you close your rib cage. Ready? Last one, back leg. Abs in, rib cage. Feel that contraction. Final 4. 3. Back to center. Walk it out with the left hip. Set yourself up so that your feet are in the middle. Hands are on the back of your chair. Fingertips pointing downward. Make sure you're holding low enough so that you can keep the shoulders down. Press away from the chair and in. This is your triceps. Press. Now we did some triceps when we did leg pushes, but this works it a little bit differently. In and press against the chair and lift the chest. Think of a nice tall body. You're thinking armpits tight, shoulders in the same position. Armpits tight, elbows are nice and comfortable. Make sure that they're not feeling any pain. Let's pick up the pace. 3, 2, 1, and then stay there and lock into it a little bit. Soft elbows, but think tighter upper shoulders. Then let's move again, one more set. So it's front, front, one more. Hold it there. Squeeze the upper arm so that you're feeling that tightness, the tightness in the back of the arm. Sit it on up, thumbs in, and triceps. Finish out with a nice clean set, just using your own resistance. So really squeeze the back of the arms and shoulders. Then hold it to the back, lift it up behind you, pinkies up. Pinch the back of the triceps. Your arms are out on a V, so the shoulders are really comfortable, but you're feeling the muscles of the upper arm. Couple more, just like that. And then a big sweeping arm. Lift, woo, and down. Lift, and down. 2 more, just like that. Ooh, this should feel great after all that upper body work. Lift, open up the legs to the side. Feel that body. Raise up, take your right arm high. Feel the stretch in the rib cage. Hand on the chair, elbow to the ear. Feel that body rotate around and try and look up to the ceiling. Feel that stretch. Then bring that arm all the way around to the leg and see if you can reach the nose out over that thigh. Other side, arm up, hand on the chair. Feel the stretch first, then think elbow to the ceiling. Feel the open chest. Then all the way around, hand on the thigh, reach the nose out over the knee. Take a deep breath in. Stay right there, and as we hang out on this side, drop the knee for that hip stretch again. So lean back into the hip, feel that reach, then all the way out to the heel. Drop the arm and see if you can reach towards the heel. Arms to the front, extend the back leg. And take a deep breath in, relax the shoulders, move slowly to the other side. Start with a nice, easy drop of the hip. Set yourself up so that your toes are parallel. Lean back a little bit, tighten this rear end, and then if you can, reach back towards your foot. Come on to the front. Feel that leg extension for an extended leg. Feel that press. Shoulders are down. Come back to the middle. Heels are front. Take your right leg and cross your ankles. This is going to just stretch out those inner thighs a little bit. Press forward into the reach. Then if you can, cross your leg or bring up to the ankle. Try that position as your secondary position. If not, you can leave it ankle to ankle below you. Stay right there. Then take that leg off, heel to the side, and just stretch down. As you're stretching down, chest is going forward, buttocks pushing into the chair. Take the other side, ankle to ankle. Feel that reach in that inner thigh. You can hold the chair if that's more comfortable. Secondary position, either up, crossed leg, or it's still on the ankle. Stay right there. Think of wiggling if something doesn't feel right. Then help that leg off, bring it out to the side in just a nice, easy reach. Come on back into the center position. Arms are going to come up to the shoulders this time. Pull the elbows back and then roll the elbows in a big circle, just like that. Roll them the other way so you feel those shoulders moving in the socket. Take a deep breath in, all the way up. As you exhale those arms, relax those shoulders. I sure hope you enjoyed all those fun exercises that you can do with just your body weight. You can take it with you anywhere. Until next time.